Hey Doomer fam, welcome back. It's November 30th. My name is Reagan, and I'm documenting the collapse of modern civilization through the means of abrupt and irreversible climate change, or abrupt climate system change, whatever you want to call it. It's happening in a span of a few decades and not centuries. At this point, I'd like to ask you to go ahead and hit upvote, or if you were born yesterday, that means a thumbs up. Literally go down to the bottom of the screen and hit the thumbs up button. It takes 5 seconds. We can do this together. Okay, starting with some cool science, kind of reminds me of The Creator, a movie about an AI-born child measuring biodiversity across the US with space-borne LiDAR. Very cool stuff. Diverse ecosystems support the web of life in the process to provide food, water, and medicine materials for humanity. So we can take that real far. But the butterfly effect tells us all things are connected. Surprise! So when the biodiversity loss threatens the foundation upon what we live, what does that mean for the future of Earth and humanity? So more than 1 million species are on the verge of extinction, primarily due to habitat destruction, especially the conversion of forest to agriculture, overexploitation, etc. So in a first-of-its-kind study in environmental research ecology, Professor Chris Hockenberg illustrates how state-of-the-art technologies can use to mitigate the impact. So they're using previous research using satellite imagery like seen on Google Maps was a coarse view, but now they can use LiDAR to estimate the entire 3D structure of forests, which we can predict the biodiversity contained within. Very cool stuff. I'm not going to read this whole article, but you can use your imagination. Imagine having a three-dimensional image of the biodiversity on life, akin to, again, reminds me of The Creator. Next up, a little comical piece since COP28 kicked off. Cancel COP. In particular, this line from BBC, you're going to be hearing a lot about this over the next 2 weeks, not from this channel, but it is the biggest gathering of world leaders of a year, 70,000 other attendees, apes gathering in the desert to talk about how much more profit they can make. That you're an alien visiting Earth, and you discover a planet faces a potential catastrophe caused by the actions of the people living there. The first thing that alien would say is, quote, "You guys all need to get it together and agree how to sort this out." But making progress is tough going. Yeah, so tough that every single one has failed. And that is evident all around us. Gonna get more sciencey here with the 2-meter temperature anomalies, some extreme heat happening around Greenland today, Thursday, November 30th, in South America, and especially throughout northern Africa and Europe, not to mention China. More on that in a moment. For November, that is quite extreme. I know it got really cold, excuse me. Getting over this head cold has some remnants. Today's roundup of climate news: global sea surface temperatures keep running record high, and we can see that in the charts here. In November was about 0.8 degrees Celsius warmer than 2022 was. Leon Simons providing incredible data as usual, not trending well there. Been quite a year for the Arctic sea ice. Mr. Jacobson also reporting that it's the 5th lowest record. Next year will be, quote, fun. All fun and games. And New York Central Park has gone nearly 2 years without an inch of snow on a single day, doubling the previous record. El Paso continues to shatter heat records, 5 degrees above normal the 1991 to 2020 average. Is this exponential or what? Worst wildfires in a century as flames threaten towns. 62,000 acres, mostly forest land. Side note, I was born in Texas, but both my brother and my parents and my entire extended family was born in Louisiana, from which I frequented a lot as a child. And it's mostly a trash state that doesn't deserve to exist. But they have good food, and New Orleans is a cool city. They have an unprecedented drought, don't have enough water for Louisiana crawfish. Louisiana. Arson, logging, and water theft. Avocado industry deforests Mexico. These people are protecting their lands with shotguns and looks like semi-automatic rifles. Is that a Galil? Very cool. Record heat in Panama. Bolivia wildfires. Is that an anteater? Seen around 3 million or 11,000 square meters of Bolivian land burnt by wildfires. Copenhagen, coldest night for a century, 15 degrees below Celsius, below zero, 5 degrees Fahrenheit. In Denmark, and wow, lowest recorded temperature in 30 years. All right, worst ever water shortage in Algarve. And around the world, droughts and water bills rising. That heat record, talking again in South Africa. Not going to go through much more of this. Bangladesh, heat in Qatar. I know I learned today that meat is gosht sauce in Hindi, or that's what they understand over there. So meat sauce, okay, gosht. Learned something new. Areas burnt in black summer already a bushfire prone again, and large areas of Australia and Queensland. It will. Chris Bowen says it will fuel political instability. You think our military could go kaput by 2040? It drove 27 million children into hunger in 2022. I'm not going to try not to stop much more of this, guys. Bitcoin transactions use enough water to fill a backyard swimming pool. One transaction, okay? Yeah. And a broken record. This has been your November 30th update. I have a job interview today, picking up modems, cable modems, and my check engine light came on. I need to put catalytic converter cleaner in it. My roommates are very swell, nice people, and I'm grateful for you, and that I don't suffer with depression right now, as I have very intensely when I started this channel. Was a rocky start. I know, I had a lot of emotional baggage to work through, but this community is priceless. Please consider supporting my work, as I try to upload every day, but I may miss some days, as often as I can. Every penny goes a long way right now, considering food, gas, electricity, rents, everything is up nearly 20-30%. Meanwhile, millions of children suffer and can't find access to meals. Okay, not too much depressive news. I'll talk to you soon, folks. Have a good day. See ya.